After years of excuses of not making a tutorial to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube, I'm finally doing it. Hello and welcome to the Think Share. My name's Zach, here to bring to you and think about, sharing about, talking about, listen to, reading about that doesn't belong in math class, or in this case, kind of does belong in math class. Today, I'm going to be giving a tutorial on how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. One of the things that I teach a lot of my students with is using this cheat sheet that has all the necessary algorithms for a 3x3 cube. I keep these printed out in my classroom so that they're readily available. I'm going to teach you how to use this sheet. These are all the algorithms that are on the rubikscube.com website. It's a 13-page document that I've condensed into one page. So they all learn to read this. You can solve the 2x2 with it. The 4x4 you will need other things for, but today we're going to focus on the 3x3. Before you say to yourself or try to talk yourself out of it and say, I can't do this, you just need patience. I would say anyone that has the patience to learn some steps, get frustrated when they don't work quite how they expected them to, you will be able to solve it. It just requires patience. I've outlawed anyone from coming into my classroom and saying they can't do it. They're only allowed to say, I don't have the patience right now for it. So trust me, I didn't think I could do it at first. I got talked into it from a colleague, my friend Robert, and one week we just decided to learn at work. At the school I'm working at right now, the school year, we started with 2 students that could solve it. We're now up to 17 students that are able to solve the 3x3, not to mention the 2x2, 4x4, 5x5, etc., a bunch of these other puzzles. Let's get into it. To start off, this is the document that I've created. You can find the link for it in the description. We're going to be using this quite a bit to reference for how to solve it. I recommend printing out in color if you can. These are all black and white and they're still pretty readable. The first 2 steps, the white cross, will be done without the sheet. So we don't need it just yet, but we will need that in the near future. So the first thing I want to start off with is a little bit of vocabulary. There's a few things I'll be referencing along the way that should help things out. First off is that there's 3 different kinds of pieces. First off, there's centerpieces. The centerpiece tells us what side this belongs to. So once I end up mixing it up, you're still going to be able to look at the centers and know that the white is opposite from the yellow, the blue is opposite from the green, orange is opposite from the red. No matter what side you're looking at, whenever you see the center, that is the color. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. So for example, now I'm looking at all 9 of these colors here. This one tells me that I'm looking at the orange face. This one tells me I'm looking at the blue face. What is it? That's right, the yellow face. What's that one? The red face. Good. From there are 2 other kinds of pieces. They're edge pieces. Edge pieces are going to have 2 colors to them. Most people get really lost when they're looking at things because they don't recognize that there's actually not that many pieces involved. There are, I think, 26 pieces. Most people look at these 9 colors and think of this as separate from that and separate from that. So if we can focus on this right here, this is one specific piece that are connected, everything gets quite a bit easier. So again, these are the centers. Second one are the edge pieces. These have 2 colors to them. And then there's corner pieces, which are going to have 3 colors to them. So I'm going to be using that vocabulary. I'm also going to be using the word face to describe a face. So if I say rotate the orange face, that means I'm going to be rotating like this. From here, step 1 is to solve the white cross. There are multiple methods out there. I'm going to use this specific one that has really resonated with a lot of my students. The one that resonates with my students is called the daisy. So rather than going straight to the white center, we're actually going to focus more on the yellow center. And we're going to use sort of a guess and check method of getting each of these white edge pieces up onto here. So I'm 1 move away from getting that one up there. Let's see, are there any others? That one is 1 move away. I got 2 of them. I want to get these white edge pieces up here. A lot of people kind of use a guess and check method. This one can go up here, but I don't want it to do that one, so I'm going to rotate over. I want this to go up here, but I want to keep this on top. I'm going to rotate twice. And now I have, this is the daisy right here. So you have the white edges and you have them matched up with the yellow center. That will make this next process much easier. Most people I've found are quite able to get the daisy without too much hard thinking. It might get a little frustrating at first, but most people can usually do that maybe in a minute or two if they just kind of focus on it. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and do the daisy. Pause this video, come back when you're done with it. Okay, so you have the daisy, you have the yellow center, and you have each of these white edges on that yellow face. Next, we want to get these white edges to the opposite side. Remember, white and yellow are opposite. So what we need to do is we need to match up these edge pieces with the center. So right now, this one's actually already matched up. This one is nice and easy. What I'm going to do is, because the blue and white piece is matched up with the blue center, if I rotate 180 degrees twice on the blue face, this will bring my white piece to where I want it to be. And we'll see that that's matched up. Now we won't always get this lucky. For example, this one. This is the white and green piece. So what I want to do is I'm going to hold the top part and I'm going to get this to match up with the green. Nope. Nope. There we go. Now that it's matched up, I have not messed up really anything. I can go ahead and rotate my green face twice, and I will now have the white edge piece matched up with the green center. I'm gonna come back up to my daisy. I'm gonna do that 2 more times. Not matched with the orange, matched with the red now. Okay, rotate twice, matched up. And my last one, white, orange, and now it's matched up. Real quick, something I want to address, which students will often come to me and say, I got the white cross. If yours looks like this, where the blue ones and the white one are matching, the red and white matching, but then these two are not matching, you got to go back a step and redo your daisy. So bring this green one back up to the yellow, bring this orange one back up to yellow, and then rematch them up. So the green goes there, bring that back twice to the white side, and then this one up here, we're gonna bring over to the orange and rotate the orange face twice to get my white cross again. That is a common mistake that people learn, and that's why the daisy is helpful in learning that one. Pause this video, go ahead and do the same and get your correct white cross.